Hello, my name is Emily, as you may or may not know, and today I want to talk about masculinity. More specifically, when masculinity has gone too far. Now, I'm not a man, so my perspective on this is obviously not a primary source, but I've heard the term or phrase before that masculinity is a prison, and I feel like that's kind of true. It seems that sometimes men can't express themselves in the way that women can without risking their masculinity. So yeah, men can get ridiculed for the smallest of things because it seems gay or it's not manly, whatever that means, and honestly, it's ridiculous. And today we're gonna dive into some examples, some posts online from men and women that just really prove that point. We'll also look at some examples of men just putting down other men and trying so hard to be the alpha that it just makes them look stupid. Like, not everything is about being the
top dog alpha, mission impossible, da 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 da.
Like, why don't you just take a breather? Like, drink a juice box or something. Be the leader in the interaction. Don't ask for permission to make a move like a beta male simp. Assume the role of dominance so she will assume the role of submission. I just know this man hasn't washed his sheets in months, and he only has one bath towel. Why does it sound like he's narrating a wildlife documentary? Like, the alpha male will assume the role of dominance to force the female counterpart into submission, while the beta male simp retreats in defeat. Like, what are you talking about? Like, is it that serious? Just have a normal conversation that's equal, 50-50, and don't have to be talking about no dominance and submission and all this stuff. Like, what is this, 50 Shades of Grey? Bodybuilders against women. What a fun club. There is absolutely no better feeling than waking up in a big bed alone, with no female having stained my Egyptian cotton sheets. That's right, it's Saturday morning and I'm out on my balcony enjoying the view, which no woman will ever be able to share with me. A woman would be considered lucky to even be within 20 meters of my Gold Coast mansion, let alone stand by my side. Life is just perfect without them. Time for a smoke. This is maybe a little fruity. Is anyone else detecting some fruit here? Because to me, this is a smoothie. This is an acai bowl. Like, he really seems to hate women. Like, maybe do you like men? Like, that's always a possibility. You can explore yourself, because you really seem to be taking quite a heavy dislike towards women. Yeah, no, I mean, this just seems like a cry for help. I think this guy has been rejected one too many times, and it's taking a hit to his big alpha dog ego, and he doesn't know what to do about it. But this is just so like wow, I really love being alone. I so enjoy just being by my lonesome right now. God forbid if a beautiful woman were to come and enjoy this view with me and hold me in her arms and kiss me sensually. God forbid if that were to happen. I would absolutely hate that. Pretty girls should not come to my address at 1267 East Gilmore Street. The door will be unlocked. Wear something pretty. But Egyptian cotton sheets, that sounds expensive, so I understand you don't want them to get stained. You don't want someone to lay in them and make it smell, but they wouldn't smell if the woman used native deodorant. Or the man. If the person uses native deodorant. For me, what I look for in deodorant, I want something that lasts long. I look for like refreshing, fruity scents. I like smelling fruity, whatever. Texture is great. It's not sticky. It dries so quickly, and it's especially good for the summer because, the summer you're sweaty and nasty, and it's, kind of, it's a little gross, and Native helps with the grossness. Native is aluminum, paraben, and sulfate free. They use familiar ingredients like shea butter and coconut oil, and they are also vegan and cruelty-free. So the scents I got were surf and sea moss, sweet peach and nectar, and key lime and sugar, and they're all just like very fresh. Especially the sweet peach and nectar is probably my favorite because I like fruit, and the scents really last. Like, even after I've exercised or after a full day, like, it's still good. And they have a wide range of choices with new summer scents that they just released. Native also offers a plastic-free version of their deodorant now. They use the same formula, just with more sustainable packaging. Last year, they donated over $2 million worth of product to Hope and Comfort, which is a nonprofit organization that delivers health to those in need. Native also has even more to offer than just deodorant. For example, they gave me this, oh, I feel like a beauty person. They gave me this what's this called? What's that called again? Body wash. They gave me this body wash that's surf and sea moss. And they also gave me this toothpaste with charcoal. So yeah, hopefully it can make my teeth whiter. So 3 deodorants are normally $36, but if you use my link and code, and my code is Emily4, you will get them for $24, which is 33% off. And with my code Emily4, you can also get 20% off any body wash or toothpaste. So make sure to click the link and use my code, and thank you so much, Native. Okay. Nah, as a grown man, laying on your stomach in general is extremely homosexual. Imagine you're sleeping next to your fiance and, you just look over to him and you're thinking about how you can't wait to take this next step with him and what he's gonna look like when you're walking down the aisle towards him, what it's gonna be like to grow together and watch him be a father, and then all of a sudden, he rolls onto his stomach and you realize, oh my god, he's gay! You take off your engagement ring and you chuck it at him to wake him up and you're like, show me your Grindr account now. Another thing that's interesting is like society's idea that gayness and masculinity are like mutually exclusive. Like you can't be both. You can be gay and masculine. You can, dress in a masculine way and you can lift and you can do masculine things while being gay. Like what? It doesn't make sense. Like what are y'all even talking about? Like how you can be feminine and still like women. It is absolutely hilarious. It's still a modern practice to make sales calls sitting in an office. Submissive position. Your defense and offense is 0. I'll take 5 guys who lift in between calls and knock off your team of 100 sitting Indian style. Is that offensive? I don't know. Movement is dominance at its finest. Okay. I mean, is it that serious? Like, you're taking a phone call, not boxing Floyd Mayweather. Why do you need optimal defense and offense? What is this, the Super Bowl? Also, I know this is addressed to like superb alpha males who want to be the top dog, but for me, personally, if I were to lift and exercise in between each call I made, I would be so out of breath. Grown men shouldn't be getting nothing from the ice cream truck. Right, yeah, if you're a male above the age of 13 and you get something from the ice cream truck, Biden actually just passed a new bill that I have to personally castrate you. So, stand on grate, piss on wall. This looks like a saw trap. I mean, I can just picture like people being handcuffed to the grate and then Jigsaw coming out on his little tricycle, whatever, and being like, wanna play a game? Like, doesn't it look like that? But honestly, maybe he wouldn't even come out. Maybe he wouldn't, because this is just so disgusting that he might be like, you know what? I'll pass on this one. Another thing I don't get is how like being disgusting and unhygienic is like associated with being manly. Like, I knew a boy in high school who always got called gay behind his back because he dressed nicely and he smelled good and he like took care of himself. Like, that's gay? Like, at that point, you're just insulting yourselves. Like, you're just insinuating that straight men don't dress well and are nasty and, like, smell bad and don't take care of themselves.
Like, that guy put on scented lotion? Gay, what an estrogen factory. Okay, I'm a manly man, okay? I never shower and I reek of BO that is so bad that it could cause radiation.
Ladies are low testosterone male, pink tool set 6-piece. I'm glad that this exists because I think that there are so many gritty, manly looking tool sets out there for all of the alpha males. We need a pink, dainty tool set for the beta male simps. We need more BMS representation. This is a great way to distinguish the alpha construction workers from the beta construction workers. That way, we can spot them from a mile away, with the pink hammer. It's like wearing a dunce cap for punishment. Like go sit in the corner with your little pink screwdriver and your little raisin-sized balls and go show everyone what a beta male simp you are. Imagine refusing a tool set because you think it makes you less manly. Like, Jake, I don't care about the levels of testosterone in your body. Frankly, that's none of my business. I just need someone to fix the sink. You can do it in a tutu for all I care. There is no objective reason for a man to ever order a salad as a meal. Any man ordering a salad is untrustworthy. You cannot rely on him. Yeah, the true test of being able to depend on a man, it isn't related to his morals, his financial standing, his loyalty. No. It all depends on whether or not he would willingly eat mixed greens on a plate. Because if he ever consumed such an estrogen-filled meal, I mean, he's probably working for the Russian government. I can't explain it, but if he orders a salad as a meal, somehow he was associated with the assassination of JFK. Any sex with a woman taller than 5'2" counts as gay sex. So you're telling me that if you slept with Megan Fox, that would be gay? Imagine being a straight man and sleeping with Rihanna, and then your guy friends are like, wow, fat L, bro. You homo. She's like 5'8". What, you're gonna sleep with Lil Nas next? As a man, why are you having a birthday dinner? So honestly, when I read this, I was like, wait, I have never seen a man having a birthday dinner. I'm racking my brain, I haven't. Like, I swear to God, when I'm at a restaurant and I hear them sing happy birthday, I've only ever heard female names. Like, have you ever heard happy birthday, dear Kyle, in a Cheesecake Factory? Because I haven't. Maybe this is just my experience and there's actually tons of men who have birthday dinners, which as they should. But for me, the question isn't, as a man, why are you having a birthday dinner? But more so, as a man, why aren't you having a birthday dinner? It's your birthday, king. Go out to dinner with your friends. A grown man craving crab legs is gay. I do not care. Very insightful, thank you. Weak, low-status males love this COVID thing because it allows them to LARP as heroes by simply wearing a mask, taking a shot, and harassing other people. They can pretend to be strong, virtuous heroes whilst being frail, flabby, pathetic cowards. None of them even lift. You know, I don't think that these men are wearing masks to be heroes necessarily, you know? I don't think that they're putting on the mask thinking, oh, I'm basically Iron Man now. No, you know, I think that they're just putting it on because, you know, there's a worldwide pandemic. This is like going up to a food worker who's like handling food and wearing gloves at the same time and being like, oh wow, you think you're such a hero, huh? Wearing your gloves. It's like, no. Like, I'm just preventing the spread of disease like any other decent human being would. And what's this obsession of whether someone lifts or not? I swear, like, someone could save this person's elderly mother from a house fire, and it's like, yeah, I mean, you carried my mom on your own back down a burning flight of stairs, but do you even lift, bro? Like, thanks for saving my mom, but you're kinda gay. No real man is taking restaurant leftovers home. Not finishing your plate is kinda feminine. Yeah, if you're on a date with a man and he asks for a to-go box, you might as well just chop his penis off. Right then and there. Good for nothing beta male. You know, if your man doesn't finish his plate, you might as well just consider yourself a lesbian because he's no longer a man. Biologically, men are not programmed for monogamy or emotional relationships. They are visual and hormonal creatures programmed to eat and reproduce. They are attracted to signs of fertility at a monkey brain level. Big boobs, wide hips, young, healthy, etc. I doubt that changes. Okay, I hate when people speak like this because this may be controversial, but men are capable of having complex thought and they have decision-making skills. I feel like men and women perpetuate this idea that, like, men are just these sex-driven creatures that don't ever take into an account, like, an emotional connection, or they don't have, like, emotional desires. I feel like it's just such, like, boys will be boys type language. Like, oh, well, of course he's gonna act that way because he's a man. Of course he's gonna, you know, just use me for his own physical pleasure because he's a man. Like, no, like, just because he's a man, like, he can take responsibility for his actions. Just because he's a man, it doesn't mean that, like, it's just expected of him to do that, so, like, it gives him, like, a free pass to just act disgusting. No. This guy is literally like, you know, men can't have empathy or treat women with respect, you know. We just have little monkey brains that can't tell us, you know, what to do right from wrong and this or that. Like, what are you talking about? You're not a monkey. You're a human. Who do you think you are, Harambe? Take responsibility for your actions, and also, like, don't perpetuate this idea because it just feeds into the societal norm that, like, guys can't, you know, like, they have to kind of have this, like, facade of being a ladies' man, and, like, oh, like, the more women I have sex with, like, it means it's, like, good for my image or whatever. Like, if you want to settle down and be a simp, then be a simp. Like, I don't understand. Like, what's wrong with being a simp? Like, I'm a simp. I don't care. Men reading fiction is kind of sus. Yeah, I mean, if I ever had a boyfriend and he was reading Harry Potter, you know, I would think that he's maybe spending some time in the closet, just like Harry did before he went to Hogwarts. Like, babe, is that the Hunger Games? Wow. Glad to know that our entire relationship is a sham. Get your things and move out. How about you want to hike up Brokeback Mountain? How about that? A man who isn't dangerous is just another form of a female. I mean, are you saying that women can't be dangerous? I will hit you with my car right now. Imagine being a full-grown man and being excited by cooking. Not war, not conquest. No, you get adrenaline from making an omelet. Nerd. Chefs are worms. OMG, what if the meat's overdone? OMG! Who cares? I'm sorry. Hardly getting knocked out, is it? This is so just like, what? Do you like war? This guy's like, yeah, you know, not too big on cooking, but I'm a pretty big fan of mass casualties. You know, if someone's like, hey, what are some of your hobbies? And you're like, you know, just regular guy stuff, like excessive military spending, weapons of mass destruction, innocent civilian deaths, you know, football. Drove 100 miles per hour past a cop. Just pooped my pants 10 minutes prior. He ignored me. Pulled over some Prius homo. Looks like I'm winning again today. Are you really winning if you pooped your pants as a grown man and then willingly tweeted about it? Maybe the cop didn't want to pull you over because even from the distance, he could smell your poopy diaper and he didn't really want to, you know, pull you over and expose himself to the fumes and poison himself. This guy was literally like,
Haha, you drive a Prius, gay.
Like, how about we focus less on the Prius and more in the log in your pants? Like, let's focus on the fact that you, as a grown man, painted your underwear a nice shade of mahogany. Is it weird if a man owns a rabbit? Yes, rabbits are gay animals. Yeah, I think I saw that on Animal Planet. You know, they had a special on rabbits, and it was just 3 seconds long, and all it said was, "Rabbits are gay AF." It was narrated by Morgan Freeman. All right, well, I think that's enough for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. For my male audience, I know it's hard, but, you know, express yourself, do what you want. You know, it's hard, obviously, when, you know, you're always, you know, being put down as a man for just, like, doing just random stuff that, sorry, I accidentally swore. Just doing random stuff. But, you know, if you want to wear that skirt, wear the skirt. If you want to put on makeup, put on the makeup, you know. Until next time. Thank you guys for watching.